Welcome back to the ADHD Advantage, the podcast where we explore the positive aspects of ADHD and how children can harness their unique traits to their advantage without medication. I'm your host, David, and I'm thrilled to have you here for the second episode, Unleashing Hyperfocus, turning ADHD into a superpower. In our first episode, we introduced the concept of viewing ADHD as a strength rather than limitation. Today, we are going to dive into one of the most remarkable aspects of ADHD, hyperfocus. We'll explore what hyperfocus is, how it works, and how children with ADHD can use it as a superpower. Let's get started. Understanding hyperfocus. Hyperfocus is often described as an intense form of concentration that people with ADHD can experience when they are deeply engaged in a task that interests them. It's like being in the zone, where time seems to disappear and distractions fade away. While ADHD is typically associated with intentions, hyperfocus is the flip side of the coin. Imagine a child with ADHD who struggles to pay attention in the classroom setting. However, when they find something they are passionate about, like building with Lego bricks or drawing, they can become so absorbed that they lose track of time. This ability to hyperfocus can be a tremendous advantage when harnessed correctly. So, identifying triggers and interests. The first step in understanding the power of hyperfocus is identifying what triggers it. Every child with ADHD has unique interests and passions. It could be anything from art, music, sports to science, technology. As parents and educators, it's important to observe and identify these interests. For example, if a child loves animals, encourage activities like reading about animals, visiting a zoo, or even drawing animals can help them engage in hyperfocus. By tapping into their passion, we can create an environment where they can strive. Creating a hyperfocus friendly environment. Once we've identified what triggers hyperfocus, the next step is to create an environment that supports it. Here are some tips. Number 1, minimize distractions. Creating a dedicated space for a child to engage in their interests, free from distractions like noise or electronic devices. Number 2, set goals. Help the child to set specific goals related to their interests. This can provide a sense of dedication and purpose during their hyperfocus session. Break tasks into chunks. Large tasks can be overwhelming at times. Break them into smaller manageable chunks to maintain focus and momentum. Provide positive reinforcement. Celebrating their achievements and progress. Positive reinforcement can motivate them to continue using their hyperfocus abilities. So, balancing hyperfocus and routines. While hyperfocus is a powerful tool, it's also important to balance it with routines and daily responsibilities. Children with ADHD can become so absorbed in the interest that they may neglect other important tasks. Here are some strategies to maintain that balance. 1. Maybe use a timer. Set a timer to remind the child to take breaks or switch a task. You can create a schedule. Develop a daily schedule that includes time for hyperfocus activities, schoolwork, chores, and to relax. Engage flexibility. Teach the child to be flexible and adaptable. Sometimes they may need to shift focus to another responsibilities. And that's okay. Here are some real life stories. To inspire you further, let's hear some real life stories of individuals who have harnessed the power of hyperfocus to achieve remarkable things. Thomas Edison, the famous inventor, had an extraordinary ability to hyperfocus on his experiments, leading to numerous groundbreaking inventions. Will Smith, the actor and musician, has often spoken about how his interests focus on his passion has driven him to his success. Simone Biles, the Olympic gymnast, hyperfocus her on training and routines has made her one of the greatest athletes of all times. This story shows that hyperfocus can be a game changer when dedicated towards meaningful pursuits. I thank you for joining me on this exploration of hyperfocus in a second episode of the ADHD Advantage. Remember, hyperfocus is a unique gift that when harnessed correctly can lead to incredible achievements. By identifying triggers, creating a supportive environment, and maintaining a balance, we can help children with ADHD turn their abilities into a superpower. Don't forget to subscribe to this podcast so you won't miss out our next episode where we will discuss the role of creativity in the ADHD experience. If you have any questions or stories to share, feel free to reach out. Until next time, embrace your ADHD advantage. Goodbye for now.